I'm a student and I am here because our rights are being taken away. A lot of people don't see that, and I think it's really important that we stand up and fight for those because what's happening is really wrong. It's inhuman, it's cruel, and a lot of people aren't seeing that, so we need to do our part to make that known.
Was it important for you to come down here today and have your voice heard and your presence felt?
It feels so good to be part of a crowd. This is something I have never agreed with any of this right from the start of it. So it's just really wonderful at this point to know that I'm not alone in believing that, in knowing that. There are so many facts out there being censored, and this is just a wonderful example of how many people know what's really going on. And I would love to see these numbers grow. So I think it's just important to be here as often as possible. I've made up my mind I'll come every week until this ends.
What advice would you give the Canadians sitting at home thinking about coming out?
I would say come out, come to a protest and talk to people who really feel strongly about what they believe, about what is happening, people who know the facts, because you're not hearing it from mainstream media, you're not hearing it on TV or in the newspapers, you're not getting it on social media because of algorithms. You need to really put yourself in a situation where you can learn about what's going on in order to make your own informed decision.
Do you think the lockdown has infringed upon any of our charter rights?
Oh, absolutely. Completely. It's so wrong. It's so cruel. People have the right to work. People have the right to gather with their families. I mean, this is just ridiculous, really. You should be with your family. You should be. Another really big thing from my point of view is the churches are closed, and that is absolutely, that never ever should have happened. When there is a crisis, people should be flocking to the churches. They should not be closed ever under any circumstance, and they are, and that is just so wrong.
The religious leaders in Canada seem to be locked in step with the official narrative. Why do you think that is?
I think a lot of fear. I know I have talked to a couple of pastors. I would like to talk to some more in more depth. But what I have heard so far is that it's not even just up to the pastor. They have their whole board, their elders, that they have to come to a conclusion with. And if the conclusion is not, majority, let's be open, let's defy this, then they're not going to. So it's just that there is a mix of people everywhere, and in a lot of cases, it's the people who want to go along with the government's guidelines that are not laws, and that's why a lot of churches are closed. A lot of churches are doing things online, which is not the way that worship should be done.
What are your thoughts on today's rally so far?
So far, a little smaller than I would like it to be, but that seems to be the case in Ottawa. 2 weeks ago was the worldwide I forget what it was called, but there were a ton of people here, and that was amazing to see and amazing to be part of that group. But I find when it's not something advertised as widely as that was, it's a group about this size, which, I mean, is still good, is still encouraging. I would love to see it grow. I would love to see more speakers formally at the event than just people sometimes picking up a mic and sharing a personal story, which, I mean, is still good, but I would love to see it a little bit more formally organized.
Well, thanks very much for your time.
You're welcome.